Vamos a iniciar este seminario.
We are going to initiate this seminary where we propose to respond with a reflection on the action developed by this committee, Interecclesiastical Committee of Emergency, as the one that performed a task over 1 year as a response to the earthquake of the and tsunami of February 27 last year.
So we have to look at the issue of accountability. There are certain tenets that we will work with, such as the sphere standards, minimum standards, to ensure the dignity of the communities that we're working with. The other thing that the ACT Alliance is involved in is part of the major players in the world, the humanitarian players. We belong to the Steering Committee for Humanitarian Response, which brings together 9 of the largest humanitarian organizations in the world, such as Oxfam, Red Cross, that's the International Red Cross, World Vision, Save the Children. ACT Alliance is part of it. The Lutheran World Federation is part of that. Caritas Internationalis is another. And it's important to mention this because these organizations come together to try and see what are the challenges facing the humanitarian sectors and how can we develop guidelines, policies that are going to help to guide and provide proper and well-acceptable assistance to the people in emergencies. So it's important to mention that ACT Alliance members have to be subjected to those international standards of working in humanitarian response.
The only activities that are financed by ACT Alliance are the ones that are related to the needs during the emergencies and crises. We are now in a discussion what are going to be supporting emergency, crisis, or development. And for that reason, we have a mechanism which is the appeal, and we have a team of prompt assistance, which was used here in Chile, in the experience Chile. We generated an appeal that worked together, and the resources from Alliance are coming from the very same members of Alliance, or the action that the Alliance takes. And this is not because the people has money or virtual money to finance this. The thing is that our members are just mobilized through the world and make many activities to gather the money and then to be sent to the places that are needed. This is a collaboration from country to country, and we are the channel that is facilitating that collaboration. But when there is a special case as Chile, when we had no previous experience, then it mobilizes just to support this, and at a level be made at a professional level. For example, as attention with dignity and complying with the humanitarian world. I don't know which is the assignment has to do with the gender. I understand that does not have to do only with the processes and places we are working, but we have to be working. There are national forums or regional or global. As I'm seeing that there are only men at the table, and my question is that there are more presence for women or having incidence and voice in the planning. We have a balance not only of a number but also in quality. Nuestra subdirectora es mujer.
Siempre vamos
Estamos siempre equilibrados, igualmente las oficinas religiosas. In our linings, it says that we have to build the equity of gender. What you are going to be having here, it depends on you. You have to decide on that. How are you going to be working on the gender issue? In the memo of understanding, it is explicit that the forums not only has to mention, but they should say exactly how are they going to be working on the issue. In ACT, we cannot say that it's a transversal instant. That's a way of not seeing what is happening every instance. So we leave it as a challenge so your question will be returned to the forum. But as ACT, we are completely committed with the issue.